converted the given fraction to a decimal fraction. So you came to know just by converting the denominator into 10 or else into 100, we can convert the given fraction into a decimal fraction. So next we shall move on to the third way, that is write the following decimal fraction as fraction. So now they have given a decimal fraction. That fraction, decimal fraction, should be converted into a fraction. Let's see how. Before going to that main, so let us see few examples. Then we shall move on to the next way. Is it clear, children? Yes. So right now, conversion of decimal fractions, conversion of decimal fractions to fractions. So in the previous main, what we did, we just converted the given fraction to a decimal fraction. Now we are doing opposite. So now what we are doing, we are converting the decimal fraction to a fraction. We are converting decimal fraction to a fraction. So we'll see an example. So let me take an example. Let's say 5.73. So whether it is a decimal fraction? Yes, it is a decimal fraction. So now this decimal fraction should be converted into a fraction. So now what I do to write the numerator, what I do first step to make a numerator or else to write a numerator, what we have to do, we have to write the given number without decimal point. What we have to do, we have to write the given number without decimal point. Right. Step 1. Write the given number. Write the given number without decimal point. Write the given number without decimal point. That number forms numerator. So let's see with an example. So the example we have taken 5.73. Now we are converting this decimal fraction to a fraction. So what is the first step say? So write the given number without decimal point. That number forms numerator. So that number forms numerator. So it is 5.73. I should write this number without decimal point. So that will be your numerator. So numerator will be equal to this number without decimal point. What I should write? Very good. 573. So this will be your numerator. Write the given number without decimal point. So that number will be your numerator. Now let's see how to write denominator. So in fraction we know we have both numerator as well as denominator. Now we got numerator. So now we should find out the denominator. So what we do, we'll count the number of digits after the decimal point. So the given number, we'll count the number of digits after the decimal point. So how many digits are there? 1, 2. So what we do, we'll count the number of digits after the decimal point. So many zeros will write. Since we had 2 points, after decimal point we had 2 digits. So we'll write 2 zeros and 1. So that forms your denominator. Right on. Then step 2. What we have to do? Count the number of digits. Count the number of digits after a decimal point. Count the number of digits after decimal point. Here in this example, how many digits are there after decimal point? 2 digits. That is 2 digits. Step 3. Write 1 followed by 2 zeros. Write 1 followed by 2 zeros. What we did, we just counted the number of digits after a decimal point. So 1, 2. So we had 2 digits after a decimal point. So what we should do? Write 1 followed by 2 zeros. If I had 3 digits after a decimal point, I would have written 1 followed by 3 zeros. Since I have after a decimal point, I have only 2 digits. So I have written 1 followed by 2 zeros. If I had 4 digits after a decimal point, how many zeros I should write? Yes, 1 followed by 4 zeros. That's all. Since I had 2 digits, so I have written 1 followed by 2 zeros. That is, what is 1 followed by 2 zeros? 100. So, 1 followed by 2 zeros. This forms your new denominator. This forms your denominator. That is, I write your denominator will be how much? Yes, denominator will be 100. So what we did? We counted the number of digits after a decimal point. Since we had 2 digits after the decimal point, so we took 1 followed by 2 zeros. That is nothing but 100. So now denominator is 100. So now we got numerator. What is the numerator here? Yes. So we got numerator as 573. Here we got denominator, that is, yes, 100. So now we will write this in terms of a fraction. So we will write numerator by denominator. So 5.73 is nothing but is equal to how much? Numerator. What is the numerator? 573 by denominator. How much? 100. So this is your numerator and this is your denominator. So your final answer is 573 divided by 100. So 5.73 is nothing but 573 divided by 100. This is how you convert decimal fraction to a fraction. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, we'll solve few problems on this. So let's solve few problems. Hope so you have understood. If you have any confusion, just replay the video children. You'll understand. It's very simple. You people should write in your class notes, you know, right? Yes. So after these points, leave one line and write down next heading, that is third main. Okay, write down third main. Write the following decimal fraction as fraction. So in the previous class, what we did, we just split the first main into 2 parts. We have done first main itself, we have done it as 2 mains. So now your second main, which is given in your textbook, will be your third main. So write down. Write the following decimal fractions. Write the following decimal fractions. Following decimal fractions. Fractions as fractions. Write the decimal fractions as fraction. So just now we came to know how to convert the given decimal So now I have to convert this into a fraction. So what was the first step? Yes. Write the given number without decimal point. So if I write this without decimal point, it will be 07. What is 07? It is nothing but 7. If we write 0 towards extreme left, it does not have value. So 07 is nothing but 7. So now we got numerator. I'll write directly. What we should do? We should write the given number without decimal point. So that number will be your numerator. So I wrote this number without decimal point. So 07 is nothing but 7. So now 7 is your numerator. Now what I should do to find out denominator? Yes. Count the number of digits after the decimal point. How many digits are there after the decimal point? There is only one digit. So I should write 1 followed by 10. That's all is your answer. So what we should do? We should see the number of digits after the decimal point. Since we have one digit after the decimal point, we wrote 1 followed by 10, which is nothing but 10. So 0.7 is nothing but 7 divided by 10. So we have converted the given decimal fraction to a fraction form. Is it clear? Yes. So here 7 is numerator and 10 is denominator. Is it clear, children? Yes, it is simple. If you keep on doing no, it will be easy. Write down 0.0. Now, what is the numerator here? The given decimal fraction is 0.02. So what is the numerator? See, 0.02 is nothing but, yes, 2. 0.02 is nothing but 2. So if we write 0 towards the left hand side, extreme left, it does not have value. So it is nothing but 2. So what is the numerator here? Yes, numerator is 2 divided by 1 followed by only zeros I should write. Very good. I should write 2 zeros because after the decimal point I have 2 digits, 1 and 2. So I should write 1 followed by 2 zeros. So your answer is 2 by 100. That's all. Okay. We shall move on to the next question. Third question. 3.8. Now you people tell me what is the numerator? Very good. 38. So how we wrote? The given number without decimal point is nothing but 38. This will be your numerator. What is denominator? Yes, 1 followed by 10, which is nothing but 10. So I should write 1 in the denominator. I should count the number of digits after the decimal point. How many digits are there? Only one digit. I have only 8 after the decimal point. So I write 10. So it is nothing but 10. So 38 is numerator, 10 is denominator. So this is how we convert the given decimal fraction to a fraction. Okay. Next question. Fourth sum. 14.5. So next question is 14.5. So what is the numerator here? Yes. We will write the number without decimal point. If I remove this decimal point, it is nothing but 145. So 145 is your numerator by what is denominator? Very good, very good. So it is 10. Because I should write 1 in the denominator, I should count the number of digits after the decimal point. Since we have only one digit, so I wrote 1 followed by 10, which is nothing but 10. So answer is 145 divided by 10. Okay. Hope so it is clear? Yes. It is very, very simple, children. Only thing is you have to practice, or else you will forget everything. Next year also, in your 6th also, you have same thing. So concentrate and practice. Okay. Fifth question. 0. Read this. Yes, 0.56. You have to split this. 0.56. So now what we have to do? We have to convert this decimal fraction to a fraction. So now tell me, what is the numerator here? Yes, 56. Because if I write 0.56, if I write 0.56, it is nothing but 56. Because 0 towards extreme left does not have value. So it is nothing but 56. So your numerator is 56. Can you tell me what is the denominator? Yes, very good. 1 followed by 2 zeros will be your denominator. 2 digits after the decimal point. So 2 zeros, 1 followed by 2 zeros, which is nothing but 100. Okay, next one. Sixth question. 8.03. So next question is 8.03. Pause the video and do it, children. Let me see how many of you will do. Yes, did? Okay, let's check. What is your answer? Whether your answer is correct or not, let's check. So here I should write, in order to write the numerator, what I have to do? I have to negate the decimal point. I should write without decimal point. So it is nothing but 803 is your numerator, right? 803 is your numerator. Now, what is the denominator? 100. Very good. So answer is 803 divided by 100. So 803 is numerator, 100 is denominator. How I wrote denominator? 1 followed by 2 zeros. Because after decimal point I have 1, 2. So I wrote 0, 0, 100. That's all. Okay, next question. 14.57. I'll write a question here. You people just pause the video and try it out once. Just pause the video. I'll write the questions. You just try. Then play the video. Check your answers. 8th question, 9th question. I'll be writing here. 9th question. 147.5. 10th question. 8.5. Okay. Now pause the video and try 7, 8, 9, 10 the sum. And then play the video. Did you solve on yourself? By yourself? Yes. Okay. So now, what is the numerator? Very good. 1457. We wrote the given number without decimal point, so that will be your numerator. What is the denominator? 100. Because after decimal point we have 2 digits. So 1 followed by 2 zeros. So 1 followed by 2 zeros. Yes? Did you check your answers? Whether your answer is 1457 divided by 100? Very good. Next one. Let's check this one. So numerator is very good. 854 is your numerator. So what we have to do? Without decimal point we have to write the numerator. So 854 is your numerator. What about denominator? Yes. 1 followed by 1 0, which is nothing but 10. So 1 digit after decimal point. 1 digit after decimal point. So 1 followed by 1 0. So the answer is yes. Very good. Next one. Oh, yeah. Okay, next question. 147.5. So what is the numerator? Yes. 1475. Because we have to write, yes, without decimal point. So it is nothing but 1475, which is nothing but 1475. So this will be your numerator. What about denominator? Yes, 10. Because after decimal point we have 1 digit. So it is 1 followed by 1 0, which is nothing but 10. Next, 8.5. What is your answer? Very good. 85 divided by 10. So write numerator without decimal point. So 85. So 1 digit after the decimal divided by 10. Okay. Only thing is you should know how to convert. If you know, it's easy. It's very easy actually. Okay. Next question. 11th question. 85.61. 12th question. 6.84. Try this. What is the numerator for the 11th one? Very good. 8,561. I wrote the given number without decimal point, so that will be my numerator. So what is denominator? 100. Very good. So we'll count the number of digits after the decimal point. So 1, 2. So we wrote 1 followed by 2 zeros, which is nothing but 100. So 8,561 divided by 100 is your answer. Okay. Last question. Under this name, 6.84. We have to convert it into a fraction. So what is the numerator? Yes, 684 is your numerator. We wrote the given number without decimal point. It is nothing but 684. So what is the denominator now? Yes, 1 followed by 2 zeros. 2 digits after the decimal point. 2 digits after the decimal point. So 1 followed by 2 0, which is nothing but 100. So this completes your chapter, that is decimal fractions. Hope so it is clear, children? Yes. So this is how you convert the given decimal fraction to a fraction. So this is how you convert the given decimal fraction to a fraction. So you just write in form of numerator and denominator. Simple. So what you will do? You will write the number as it is without the decimal point. In the question you will see the number without decimal point. You will write the numerator and you will count the number of digits after the decimal point. If I have 2 digits after the decimal point, I will write 1 followed by 2 0. If I have only 1 digit after the decimal point, I will write 1 followed by 1 0 in denominator. Is it clear, children? Yes. So this completes your chapter, that is decimal